My good brothers and sisters from Igboland, I salute you once again. Wherever you are and you are from the Igbo race. I've come out again like I used to do to share with us some important issues that are bothering us as Igbo people, which most of us can bear me witness that is really disturbing our development and our growth and as Igbos. The other time I talked about our extravagant expenditures on burials in Igbo land. But today the topic I'm coming up with is about the excesses and the high-handedness of our marriage in Igbo land. Some persons will be so surprised to hear me talk about this publicly, but definitely somebody has to say it. Some persons must have said it, but if they have been saying it, I want to support this and I want it to go viral on the social media, because I now see that social media is now where the strength of publicity lies. So what is it to talk about these excesses on marriage in Igbo land? What I'm trying to talk about is that our Igbo people, we've turned marriage into a monetized program. What do I mean by a monetized program? Everybody can bear me witness that if you're conversant with the social media, anywhere you see a topic or people talking about excessive or extravagant expenditure in marriage or marriage list being given by a family to the groom, under the comment section, you will start to see people drop comments like Igbos in the group has left. They will start to mention names of states, Anambra, Imo, Ebonyi, Enugu, and all that. But is that what it's supposed to be? Definitely not. But they are not mistaken. So many of us in the Igbo land that are already married, the ones that are proposing to get married anytime soon, or if you've come in contact with the list that are being given to the grooms, to the suitors that are coming to marry in Igbo land, my brother, you bear me witness that some of the supermarkets in those communities and even in the cities around those states, that what they have in in that list, the big supermarkets in that locality doesn't even have up to that quantity of items in their stores. But this is what one person has to pay just to get married to one lady, not two, not three, not a community. You can bear me witness that in some towns in Igbo land, that if they give you their list, after going through that list and summing it up, you bear me witness that you don't have to have a minimum of 800,000 to 1 million in your pocket to fulfill what that list contains, before you now start to do your traditional marriage entertainment and all that, your white wedding and all that. We are talking about just fulfilling what they gave you on the list. But my people, after all these things, what do we gain? I stand to ask this question: is there any family or is there any kindred that have given out their daughter in marriage, and after the marriage, what the suitors came with to fulfill your rights, you people now became wealthy as a result of what you get from those stuffs? Nobody, no family, no kindred, no community has ever become rich as a result of giving out the hands of their daughters in marriage. None. So why should we be crippling our sisters? Why should we be crippling our daughters? Why should we be holding our brothers from getting married early? Why should we be holding our sisters from getting married early? Go to the north. 20 something years. Once some of them get married while they are still in school, in the university. The guys, they are already married. The ladies, they marry early. And you can bear me witness that when a lady marries early within her 20s, maximum 30, early 30s, pregnancy is not an issue. Even if it will come, it's very dicey. But when you now see a lady getting towards 35, 38, 40, all of us know what is involved. You now see the lady or the couple. People, some persons, like I know some places whereby when they see your wife and they are coming for marriage, the kind of package they will bring to you, you will marvel. You will see people packaging Bible as souvenir for you, as marriage gift for you. Do you know what that signifies? My brother, you've married prayer. Because your wife, after now, she will be sleeping in the church. That is why you see ladies, once a pastor opens a church tomorrow, ladies will fill them. Once they open this church, they are there. Because why? Check it. You won't see those ones that are on their early 20s, those ladies that are on their early 20s, on those things. So what am I trying to say in essence? This issue I'm talking about this day concerns our ladies most. For those people that are fighting for feminism, my sisters, these are the kind of things that you have to be craving for and fight for it. Because if you think it doesn't concern you because you're married today, tomorrow your daughter will get involved. Most of us that are married and are living outside the country, in Lagos, Abuja, most of them don't go back to the village again. Because of what? Some of them are, as a result of the problems, the enmity they incurred as a result of their marriage. The in-laws will vow that never will I step my feet into that community, your community again, because of the way they treated him when he came to marry you. Some of our Igbo people, they now stay in Lagos, Abuja, and the satellite towns, and give their hands in the hands of their daughters in marriage and go their way. Some of our sisters are wherever they are, they see other guys from other tribes coming to friend them. But when it now comes to the issue of marriage, you see the guy start to lean back. The guy will start to come up with excuses. But you, the lady, you're already making up your mind that this guy, I'm going to settle down with this guy. All of a sudden, you see the guy start to step backwards. You think it's because of what you did. No. Perhaps the guy have made inquiries and has seen the list of what he's going into just for one day. Maybe the guy in question has not even gathered up to that kind of amount for the last 5 to 10 years that he started working or started doing business wherever he is. And your people are now telling him that for him to get married to you, that he has to do this, do that, do that. The person has not even seen 1 million for the first time. But because he wants to marry you, as a result of this thing, so many of our ladies don't get married very early. Some of them end up not getting married at all. When you see the one is getting close to 38, 40 and all that, the next thing you just look for one guy, the guy will impregnate her, you just put to bed, baby mama. Finish. If you're talking about marriage on her ears, she's not even interested in it at all. Why? It's because of the things that are happening in our land, in Igbo land. But my sisters, this is your cause. You cannot just stay or shy away from it. I know if you go down to the east, the churches that are dominating over there are mainly Catholic Church, Anglican Church. Pentecostals are just few. They are there, but the strength is not there like the Catholic and Anglican Church. Now, if you come into Catholic Church, you will see that they have Mary League. That's the organization for unmarried ladies. You will see them there. Go to Anglican, it's a girls' guide. I don't know the one for Pentecostals. These groups, what are you people fighting for? You can champion this cause. You can fight for it. If you win it, it's for your own good. It's for the good of your daughters that are coming up. It's for the good of everybody in Igbo land. Let me ask you, have you ever seen a guy that says that is his time, that his time to get married is past? It doesn't happen. A man can get to 60 years and see if he has the money, he can go and marry a 20 years old girl. A man can be 50 years and still marry a 25 years old girl. But you that is a lady, you will be, once you are getting to 35, my dear, that flower has already blossomed and shined enough. 36, the flower is already going down. It's already dying off. And as it's dying, no resurrection again. As it's dying, no resurrection again. So mothers, our ladies that are married and unmarried, this is your cause. Fight for it. Because it seems that nobody is talking about this. Everybody is just hiding under his own shelter and saying, am I the one to talk about it? If you have a female organization that are made up of ladies, fight for this cause. Meet the Igwes, meet the people that are in charge of the communities, talk to them, give them reasons. There are some communities that you go to now, and for you to get married, what is in their list in igboland? But there are just few. If you check their list, they're not even up to 300,000. You are done. Fair enough. But you see some communities, they give you a list. You will be seeing 40 pieces of wrappers. You'll be seeing 5 tins of Milo. You'll be seeing 5 tins of milk. You'll be seeing 120 tubers of yam. You will be seeing motorcycle, lantern. You'll be seeing, where are they? 150 crates of like 80 crates of malt, 40 crates of beer, and all that. You see some outrageous items that we get your head so blown off. At the end of the day, who are the people that are receiving all these things? Your family, the kindred. They are the people that are receiving all those things. When they eat it, they go. It doesn't make them rich. It doesn't make them grow. It doesn't add anything to their life. Now you ask a question, why is it this way? I've checked. I've seen that. I now saw that it's just out of envy and jealousy that all these things have grown to the extent that it is now. And if we leave it, it will continue to grow and pile up. Somebody from Imo State can come to Anambra State for marriage. He will look on the list. He say, see the length of list these people gave to us for our son to buy and give to them. It all means that our list, that there is nothing inside our list. If we go home, we will add up. They get back to their own place. They start to pile up things. Now you forget that your daughter will go out from your place and be in places like Lagos or in the north or wherever they see themselves, and they mingle with people that are not Igbos. They mingle with people that are not from your own locality, and when they present them with those kind of lists, they run away, because they know that the content of that list is like the money the person will spend on that list alone. We take the person will use it to do to marry, do the traditional and the white wedding in his own community, because he's not from Igbo. So does it mean that all the Igbos, all the Igbo ladies, they must marry the Igbo guys? Even the Igbo guys, they are suffering it, because you see the ones that are doing business, they have to sell. They have to sell their business or even sell their properties for them to get married. At the end of the day, before they come back, they recover from the expenditures they incurred in the course of their marriage. 10 years has passed. The children that are being given to them, how are they going to survive? How are they going to sustain those children? How are they going to cope with the family? Some persons will tell you, when you get married, you see your light will shine. You will shine. What of those ones that are married and their lights are not shining? What of those ones? Or if we start to talk about that one now, some people will tell you they didn't marry their rightful wife. Let's keep that topic for another day. But for now, what I'm talking about is, let we Igbo people, let us look into our marriage list, because it's really dealing with our people. It's really taking our ladies back. It's really taking our guys back. But at the end of the day, place the guy, place the girl who suffers this most. The lady suffers it most. Because whenever the time reaches for the guy to get married, he will get married. But a girl, once your time is gone, is gone. Another point you people should take note of: the number of ladies are far more than that of guys. So if our ladies can see their partner outside Igbo land, let our marriage rights, what we have on our list, not deter the guy from getting married to our ladies. Because wherever you go and you see Igbo ladies mingle with guys from other tribes, they will always testify, those other tribes will always testify that our Igbo ladies are hardworking. But at the end of the day, they cannot settle down with them. Because why? The kind of expenditure that they are going to incur on their head as a result of getting married to Igbo girl is quite so outrageous that they cannot cope. Thereafter, our ladies will start speaking this grammar: men has come. Because the guy has been friending you and you are thinking, you are having at the back of your mind that the guy will marry you. At the end of the day, one guy, you tell me that men are scum. Men are not scum, but we are the people that are holding ourselves back. Please, let's look into this issue. It's really disturbing so many people. I've not done mine actually, but whenever is the time, let the people bring the list. I'm able and capable to fulfill it to any extent. But to the ones that cannot be able to handle it, to our ladies that are ripe for marriage and nobody is coming for them, not just because of their character, but because of what is standing behind them, which is the list, that paper, 2 pages, 3 pages of paper that the guy has to fulfill. Fight for these, our ladies. Please, I'm begging you. It's not a shame. It will never be a shame. If you don't know the strategy to get about this, I have thousands and millions of strategies to get about this. But the point is that I can't leave my job and start going down in the Igbo land to fight for this. The social media has power. That is why I'm bringing this up on social media, so that people will spread the news. It will get into the ears of the elders that are in the village, that our people have to do something about this, because it's really eating deep into us. There are so many hundreds of ways to get about this, and it can be achieved. Fathers, hear about this. Mothers, hear about this. Unmarried ladies, hear about this. Unmarried guys, hear about this. Disseminate this information. If you hear it, share it. Disseminate the information and let the world hear about it. Let the Igbo race hear about this and do something about it. Because if it's good for you, it's good for me. If it's not good for you, it's not good for me as well. For now, let me just cut it at this point. There are still so many things that will be talked about, but as days goes by, I will still be bringing all those things out. But for now, let me just stop at this. But if the one that you heard from me on this video is very vital to you, utilize it. If you think it's not vital, step aside. But I plead with you, don't try to fight against anybody that is trying to push this cause. Because if it doesn't affect you today, remember, tomorrow you will give birth to a daughter or a boy or a guy that will get married, and it will affect them in one way or the other. If it doesn't affect you directly, it will affect you indirectly. I will rest my case at this time. But if you hear this word, share it. Let's start to fight against this thing as an Igbo race, as a body. It will be for the good of all of us. I greet you all.